It is my pleasure to introduce the next speaker of tonight's event. This young man has been an avid member of Math Team, Science Olympiad, Scholastic Bowl, Swim Team, and a multitude of other clubs and activities. In addition, this young man carries the rank of #1 in our class. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2010 Honors Order is Mr. Kevin Lee.
Well, as we all know, today is a very important day. First of all, I would like to say happy birthday to Katie Hauska and Justina Tavariga. Next, I want you all to look to your left. Now look to your right. Did you notice it? That's right. Today is the one day that you can wear a hat into school. Oh, and perhaps more importantly, let's give it up for the Hinsdale South class of 2010. We made it. Now, all of us are going our separate ways soon, and where you're going, I promise you that all cell phones, headphones, and headgear need not be turned off at 7:45. Nor will you need an assignment notebook to go to the bathroom. No one's going to be sitting outside the lunchroom to make sure you don't leave. And no one's going to go around locking the doors after school so you can't get to your locker. However, I'm definitely going to miss Hinsdale South. There's something nostalgic about the little quirks that make the school what it is. I'm going to miss the "what sauce?" lady in the pasta line. I'm going to miss sprinting through the hallways trying to get to gym on time. I'm going to miss climbing up and down those steps with a 20-pound backpack. I'll probably even miss the freezing trek from the student parking lot to the swimming doors. Okay, I won't miss that one. But I won't forget the staff patrolling the hallways, ensuring our safety. All of you, though, really make the Hinsdale South community what it is. Now, there are a few groups in our community that I must thank tonight. First and foremost, I want to thank all the parents of the graduating class. Now, we don't like everything you have to say. And sometimes it feels like you're force-feeding us your values. But you've gotten us pretty far. I mean, we're graduating high school now, so you've all succeeded in raising us, somehow. But I have just one word of advice before we're off to college. As Karl Marx once said, "Sell a man a fish, and he can eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, and you ruin a wonderful business opportunity." So stop teaching us to fish. You've guided and nurtured us for the past 18 years, and now is the time to believe and watch what we can do, and sell us fish when we starve. Next, of course, we must thank the teachers. Thank you to every single teacher in this school, some of which I've had the pleasure of having, and some of whom I have not. Whether you are a math, English, science, foreign language, business, music, social studies, PE, deaf and hard of hearing, or art teacher, next to our family, you have had the greatest impact on our lives. Long after we forget who fought whom in World War II, or the SparkNotes version of Great Gatsby, the skills you have taught us will live on indefinitely. It's the act of memorizing, of reading, writing, of understanding that you've truly taught us. You've taught us to question what we are told and to be unafraid of being different. Thank you. Now, speaking of people we tend to question, let's talk about the administration and staff. Though I've complained my fair share about the lack of air conditioning in our school, I realize it's all good. We have turf. Okay, but seriously, I realize that you are all like the stage managers in one of our school productions. You really never get that much recognition. No one really knows that you're there. But still, without you guys, the show would not go on. So I thank you. And of course, I can't forget my friends and peers, the class of 2010 that is sitting in front of me. Now, I might not have seen eye to eye with you. I might not have even seen you before today. But I respect you all the same. There's a reason this school is so great. And I promise you, it's not the waterfall in our courtyard. It's because the students here are so real. The diversity here is a great representation of the outside world. I think in our prom group, for instance, we covered almost every race. Of course, that isn't to say we don't have our racial challenges, but we realize that every race, white, black, yellow, brown, something in between, are like M&Ms. You can count them, separate them, eat them in stats class, but in the end, they're all the same flavor. Now, our lives are kind of like vehicles on the road. The parents are the ones that have bought us the cars, and without them, we would not be here. The teachers provide us the fuel that drives our cars, and we can live without them, but we definitely would be pushing our cars and not driving it. The administration is the oil that keeps the car running smoothly, and all of you are the other students on the road. Now, some of you will pass me by. Some of you will stay with me for a while. And some of you, including our two worst drivers, might hit me. But without you, the road would definitely be empty. And now we're merging on to a new highway. It's a scary process, especially since we're all fairly new drivers. But with enough skill, and maybe just a tad of luck, we'll make it on with no trouble. Well, a lot has happened in the last 4 years. We've made new friends, we've lost old ones, we survived a devastating earthquake. We've watched our economy tank, and we've watched our state senator become president of the United States. As Barack Obama said when he won the Iowa caucus, our time for change has come. When you walk away from here tonight, know that it is time for us to set our imprints on the world. To show them that if we take the energy that we put into our athletics, our clubs, our academics, our prom night dancing, that if we take that energy and put it into setting the world straight, then the whole world might become a nice place to live. Now, I'll end with 3 last tidbits of information. 1, the square root of 81 is 3. 2, your parents are indescribably proud of you right now. Now would be a good time to ask for money. And 3, let's give it up for the Hinsdale South class of 2010.